Okay, so I'm going to vent a little bit about my recent trip to McDonald's. I worked all evening and pretty much all night in Chandler, Arizona doing Doordash deliveries. I live all the way up in North Phoenix. I got home around 12 o'clock in the morning, and my family was up, so I asked them if they were hungry, if they wanted something from McDonald's. So we went down to McDonald's on 35th Avenue in Union Hills. We waited in the drive-thru line, which, as everybody knows, it's a tremendous wait time because there's always so many people in the drive-thru lines in McDonald's at night, especially. So, we wait. We place our order. We get up to the second window finally, and we get our order. Well, when we get our order, we leave the restaurant, we go get some gas, and then we go home. When we get home, my wife brings in the food, she sets it down, and my daughter opens up the bag. She looks at me, she goes, "Dad, didn't you order 2 20-piece nuggets?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." And then I looked at the receipt, and I was like, "Yeah, there's 2 20-piece nuggets." I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's like, "Well, one of them isn't in the bag. Is there another bag?" I was like, "No, that's the only bag." So I call the restaurant. The restaurant tells me if I come back, they'll give me the missing items. I was like, okay, well, mistakes happen, so I headed back up to the restaurant. I waited back in the line forever again, and when I got to the speaker, I told the lady, "Yeah, I'm here for the missing 20-piece. She's like, "Well, go to the second window and we'll give you your order." I was like, "Okay, thank you." So I waited and I got to the second window. When I got there, the lady asked me what my order was, and I told her I was here for my missing 20-piece, and she looked at me kind of funny and walks over to the manager. Now, the manager's over there. I can see her over there packing food in the bags, and then about a minute or two later, she walks back to me and she goes, "Well, the manager wants you to go back around to the end of the line again and wait for your nuggets to be ready." And I looked at her and I was like, "Look, I worked all night delivering food. I'm tired." I go, "My food's at home getting cold. The nuggets are for my kids. I'm trying to take it back so they can eat their food and I can eat my food. I don't think it's right for me to go all the way back to the back of the line again and wait another 20, 30, 40 minutes. So she walks back to the manager. And mind you, I'm not being disrespectful or anything. I'm talking to her nicely. She walks back to the manager. She doesn't come back to the window. A little bit later, the manager comes walking to the window with an attitude, and she sets the food down on the counter. She looks at me, she goes, "What sauces was with the nuggets?" I go, "Well, the sauces were in the bag, just the nuggets were missing." So she looks at me, she starts handing the bag over while she's looking at me. She's starting to hand it over. And then she just looks away and kind of like tosses it at me. And walks away with an attitude. So I left. I got home and I was kind of upset. I was like, "That's not right." She wasn't treating me respectfully. She wasn't. She had no customer service skills. It was horrible. The way how she was acting, her attitude, you could hear it in her voice. I mean, it's just not cool. I worked all night doing food delivery for McDonald's and other companies. You know what I mean? Doing DoorDash. We don't make a lot of money doing DoorDash, you know? Sometimes we barely make a little over what we spend in gas and stuff. It just kind of depends. So I don't think it's right. She's got a job. There's millions of people out here that's not working their jobs or lost their jobs due to their companies being shut down from COVID. And you got people who's working these jobs just mad at everybody. It's not right. I mean, look, I do DoorDash because it's a job that I can do. I got some health issues. I can't do security like I used to do. I did security for almost 15 years, and now my body just doesn't, I can't do it. So I do DoorDash because if I'm having a flare-up or something and I can't work, I don't have to risk being fired or whatever from working at a regular job anymore. So I do that. I mean, there's a lot going on, and to be treated like that by somebody at a restaurant where you're paying it is just not right. I do that food delivery. I'm a father. I'm an adopted father of 3. I worked all night in my busted ass vehicle. Sorry for my language. In my vehicle that I can barely afford to fix, doing this job. To try to help me and my family get back on our feet. Because right now we're staying with a friend, going through some problems of our own. So I'm working all day delivering food for these companies. Then when I go to order my food and go home and relax after driving around all day, I got some rude manager that just has to make it so much worse and so much hard. I really don't know what to say. I'm kind of upset, pissed off, and everything else. I just kind of wanted to vent. I just don't think that if somebody is working at a place like that, especially during this time, that they should be treating people so disrespectfully. I don't know. I'm sorry for venting, but I just had to. I didn't want to. It's tough, it's just tough going through everything in life and then just have to deal with the straight rudeness of somebody else.